Hi everyone, my name is Rishad. Today is the 23rd of April 2023 and I'll be making my weekly prediction for Tesla. And as usual, before starting the video, it's important to inform all viewers that all information presented in this video is completely for educational purposes and it is unadvisable to take a trade based purely and solely off of the information presented in this video, since markets are subject to risk and taking uninformed positions can result in hefty losses. Therefore, it is highly advised to consult a financial advisor before doing so in order to avoid unnecessary loss of capital. As usual, we'll be going through the monthly, weekly, and daily charts, and then I'll be giving you my final prediction to conclude the video. So, as we can see from the monthly charts, we have a kind of sideways pattern for the last few months. We had a strong big body candle in February, then we had a very strong dragonfly doji for the month of March. However, this month has gone extremely far downwards, forming a kind of tweezer pattern. If this month does close at the low of the previous month, or at least very close to it, then it's a tweezer pattern, which means we might see a resistance point and then it should go down again, or the complete converse, since we are at technically a market bottom, so it could just reverse upwards the next month. As you can see, the DMI has constantly been going down, as has the yellow line and the blue line, which doesn't give any indication as to where the market's going, just that the trend is decreasing in strength, specifically the downward trend, which could mean that we might be seeing an upward reversal soon, since the trend is losing its strength, and therefore it can be deduced that the market should go upwards in the coming months. Next, we look at the weekly charts. As you can see, we have a very clear double top pattern, or how I like to call it, the M pattern. So basically, here the way to take a trade is to wait for the crest to be broken, specifically the low of the midpoint at 163.91. Now this is very close to the spot price, which is at 165.08. Considering we had such a strong downwards week due to the quarterly information coming out, we can assume that if this market does break below this double top support zone, we can expect a very strong downwards rally, at least until the bottom of the entry of the double top, which can be either this low here at 101.76 or a shorter target at the low of this candle here at 134.27. And the resistance for this is the same as previous weeks at 217.78 if you're being conservative, or you can just take the exact resistance of the top at around 208.57. As you can see, again, the DMI is in a frenzy, as we have a congestion zone here, which we can see in the charts as well. The ADX is going down, showing the decrease in strength, but currently the yellow line is up, but it intertwines with the blue quite heavily. All we can infer from the DMI here is that the sideways trend is decreasing in strength, and we can also infer that whenever the zones are broken, we'd expect an explosive breakout, since for the last few months it's been in this trading range, and whenever this breakout ends up happening, it'll be extremely explosive, as we can expect. Finally, let's go to the daily charts. Here, as we can see, we had the sideways pattern going on from last week, then we had the quarterly earnings report come out, the quarterly data come out for Tesla, and we had this huge gap downwards because it was not good news for Tesla, and therefore we had this huge gap downwards, which actually caused it to breach the crest of the double top. But in the end, it closed above it in the week, which is why I was saying to wait for the break of the crest before taking a short position, and wait for the break of the support of the resistance to take a long position. The DMI shows a very clear dominance of the yellow line, and the ADX line is still rising, showing the daily charts have a clear downtrend for the moment. But as you can see, this yellow line has started to reverse, but that is possibly due to the fact that we have this giant gap. And we'll see as the market progresses, but as of now, I would like to conclude this video, and I'll see you next week.